Hi, my name is Shelley. Today I'm going to talk about everything I've taken away from understanding personality this semester. One of the biggest things is I've learned more about my identity and how it's quite complex and interlaced. So, my nationality is Australian, but my cultural background is Sri Lankan. And this was quite confusing growing up because people would ask the question of me where I'm from. And naturally, I would just say I'm Australian, but then they would ask, "Oh, but where are you really from?" And this was, interesting to hear because I always just recognized myself as Australian. I sort of felt a little bit ostracized even as a young kid, thinking that, maybe this skin tone and these characteristics that I have physically take away from my Australianness. But studying understanding personality this semester has taught me that identity is very complex, and being Australian is not just a skin tone. It's your love for the country, and it's your personality and who you are and the culture. Another thing I've learned about is positive psychology. I think this is really incredible. It's something that can help a lot of people in battling those self-deprecating thoughts. I'm myself someone who's quite anxious by nature and quite negative at the worst of times, and being able to focus on my strengths and what I can achieve and the value I do provide other people is something that makes me feel better about myself. The third thing I've learned is about attachment. Attachment forms one of the biggest parts of personality, and for me, even though I came from quite a conflict-driven family, I was always securely attached, and my parents were always quite soothing, nurturing. They gave me everything I needed. And just because sometimes, there is that trauma there doesn't mean that you can't be securely attached.